my gosh. Well, that's going to be one of those shows today.
All right, here we are. It is Wednesday. It is our liquid lunch. We are here to talk about real estate and teach you about drinks. So today we are doing something called the slow burn, which has a couple of different versions, but we are going to do this one.
Very interesting. I'm going to be super interested in this one.
Yeah, and we're going to show you guys exactly how these cups work. So we're going to start with the cocktail. So feel how cold the cup is already. And I just put in the ice.
Ice cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just put in the ice.
To remind the ones who have not seen the show before, this is the price for month of May. So we have 2 cups that will be won at the first week of June, as usual, by loving our show, sharing, tagging your friends on all social media platforms. And today we're going to show how this cup used.
So this cup is an insulated cup, but there's something about this cup that makes it like ridiculously insulated. So first of all,
I can't believe how cold it is already.
This glass, this cup. So you put this on, and if you fill up the lid, and you lift it, that's 1 ounce. And you fill up the lid.
By the way, that's tequila.
That is tequila, and then you lift it up again, and that's 2 ounces.
All right, so it's a cup with a self-measuring top.
Yes. Yeah. So now we're gonna take the lid. So that's super awesome, especially if you're camping and you're doing like rum and cokes and stuff. It'll actually help you do exactly 1 ounce in there. Now, the other thing that you want to do for this cocktail, as you can see on the screen, is it's looking for 3/4 of an ounce of lime, and then 1/2 ounce of maple syrup, which is always yummy. And there's this one thing, and you can actually just buy it in any grocery store. Like if you go to like a T&T or something like that, it's a Lebanese molasses. It is called pomegranate molasses, and you do 1/2 ounce of that.
It's like a syrup?
Yeah. It's like sweet. It's sweet and tangy, right?
Yeah, I actually had it for another recipe I'd done.
Cool.
And now watch this.
Product of Lebanon. Yeah.
Now it is stirring. Oops, sorry.
Can I see
stirring itself. I don't know if we can make it work, but it is just by doing this. Your glass is now stirring.
Well, the ice is rotating. You might want to use the stir spoon for the molasses. It looks like it's stuck to the wall.
But it's supposed to stir itself. It is cool, though, if you look at it. The molasses and the thing. But if you just had like a rum and coke in there, that would be super good.
Like just a regular kind of a highball cocktail.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then what's actually kind of cool.
Like it's even like sweating how cold it gets.
I know, it's crazy. So cold. I bet you if you did this, put the lid on and then did a straw.
Oh, yeah.
So if you wanted to be classy like that.
Okay.
And make it extra cold.
So do you have a preference? So we need 3 different tequilas today. So we're going to have all different drinks. Okay. So I don't know.
This is, Anna has with Don Julio.
I have the Honolulu Blanco. And then Victoria has Sierra Silver. And then Costco Special Tequila Silver. Well, you know what? That one is always good. Like I get it for my margaritas.
Yeah.
It's a solid tequila. Okay, well, cheers.
Cheers.
What is this called again?
Slow burn.
Slow burn, okay.
It is not as gross as I thought it would be. I know. It's why I'm saying it's not as gross. I was like looking at the ingredients and I was like, oh my God, I didn't like
It's definitely very tequila. You have to love tequila to have it, or...
I actually do like it.
You know, it's because pomegranate molasses, that acidity,
With lemon juice, it tastes like tart cherry.
Yeah, it actually, it is a nice one.
I actually would serve it on ice, to be honest. Like one thing, I should have left the ice in the plate.
Okay, let me try.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to try the different tequilas.
We're trying, okay.
Try my tequila. I want to see how it changes.
I like mine better.
Yes, yours is a lot better. Hold on, I'm gonna get different straw. See, this is what.
See, I can smell the tequila in this one.
Oh, mine is very potent.
This is this with Sierra is better.
Yours tastes very different.
Yours is very smoky smelling.
Okay, let me try this one.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna.
It's amazing how different it is.
I'm gonna run out and get some ice.
No, mine is perfect.
Yours is perfect.
No, so honestly, with this tequila, it feels like alcohol for me. Compared to this, even if you smell, here you can smell the tequila.
Oh, you can smell, and then yours smells smoky.
Mine is really.
I wonder what mine smells
tequila.
like. Mine doesn't really smell like anything, but yours smells smoky.
Yeah, I like
I
Victoria's the
don't taste
most. Do you
alcohol
want
like.
put some icing to
Yep.
yours? I think it will like more chilled would be nice.
For me, this one with Don Julio is the strongest.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
100%.
Yeah, the yours is
This is the
the.
most lighter
I like
version.
this one. Did you bring this from Mexico? Or did you buy at a liquor store? Like I have no idea. It was in my closet.
I had
Mm.
three different alcohol, three different tequilas, and I brought all three.
Yeah,
I don't know.
for me, this is the winner.
Oh, so good. I don't know what that is, but that's a really tasty.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
so just like three different tequilas give three different tastes, budgeting for your home may be unique and independent to you. So don't think that it is a one size fits all option because what?
No, it's a good analogy. Yeah.
But she was making fun of me
No.
because it is different, right? I always tell people, and we
By the way, this is like Robin's favorite topic to talk about. So she's gonna take a lead on it because like she is just very passionate about this one.
Yes, because I don't believe that we all fit inside a box, and I think that it's okay to not be in the box.
Are we still talking about budgeting for the home?
Yeah. It's okay to not be inside a box, and everyone can save money differently. So I am a big believer that there are really four different kinds of people. There are the people who can save and who can pay off debt. Then there's the people who can save but have no stomach to have any debt. Then there's the people who can stomach debt and are really good at paying it off but can't save for the life of them. And then the worst kind of person to be, which is the person you don't want to be, is the person who can't pay off debt and can't save. But sometimes you just have to get the right outcome or discipline to do so. And being any one of those four is okay. You just sometimes, if you're the last one, you got to kind of change your, what I call is your financial blueprint or your relationship with money, or you just spend way more money than you have, which is a whole nother story. But based on all of that, when saving for your down payment, it is different for everyone. So obviously there's the classic saving for a down payment, which is putting money aside and being able to put money aside, and that's how you save for your down payment. That's great if you have the discipline to do that. And that is the classic way and the way that we are commonly taught to save for your down payment. The other way is called a debt payer offer. Now, what a debt payer offer is that there is something called good debt and there is bad debt. Exactly.
Like the car loan is bad debt.
It is bad debt because it is against a depreciating asset, an asset that is not making you money and not increasing in value. So that's bad debt. Credit cards, ATVs, trailers are all bad debt. Boats are all bad debt, but unless you're finding ways to make income off of them, and then that's different. But good debt are things that are appreciating in value or are making you an income that
like real estate.
Like real estate, exactly. So lots of times you can get houses that make you money or appreciate in value, or you can buy investments if it's a secure investment. 50-50 on the stock market when it comes to borrowing. This RSPs are another classic way where you can get debt to buy RSPs. And that's good debt because it'll go up in value. Mortgages tend to have a property that will go up in value faster than the interest rate of the mortgage, especially in the Calgary market. So obviously this isn't to all markets, and obviously it's not to all economies, but it is sometimes, and mostly real estate is a pretty constant good debt investment.
I think for our viewers, just to kind of note, when we are talking about anything related to real estate, we do specialize in Calgary and area market. So kind of apply to that. It's not because Alberta market is very different from entire Canada market, and Calgary is different from entire Alberta market. So like separated. Yeah. So when you guys hear stuff on Tipsy Realtors, we do talk about mostly something you can apply directly to Calgary market and area.
I'm playing with the toy.
Yeah, look what you're doing to my countertop.
Oh my gosh. No, it's all good. You can wipe.
Sorry, I'll stop playing. Okay.
A lot of clients asking like, okay, if I'm gonna buy this property in this area, if it's gonna be profitable, if I'm gonna decide to sell it like in 2 years, like obviously we don't have crystal ball, like something always can happen. But
we have big steel balls, but not crystal balls.
Yeah, not crystal balls.
I think tequila is going sideways already here. Oh my god, let's talk about balls.
But
we brought up balls.
Yeah.
But yes. Oh my god.
Let's go with it.
But
Yeah.
looking at the progress in our market, it's highly unlikely something gonna fall in the next 5 years.
Yeah, we got a pretty strong outlook for the next spot. So
Yeah.
what we did growing up, me and my husband, is because we realized that we are debt payer offers, is every time we got rid of a bad debt, like a car payment or a credit card or a loan that was against things that weren't making us money, we took that money and we actually turned around and found something that was the exact same monthly payment but made it good debt. So this is actually how we paid off the car, which was $250 a month at the time. And we bought the cabin because to keep it with the line of credit, the simple interest was $250 a month. Now we actually get an income off of that cabin of about $20,000 to $30,000 a year in income, and it only costs us $250 a month to keep. So with all of that, it is now good debt. A lot of people, when they're borrowing for down payments or trying to figure out how to do it, we tell our clients all the time, go get an RRSP loan and pay down the RRSP loan. If you are a debt payer offer, it is okay to go get debt, to invest it in something secure like an RRSP, pay it down, and then turn around and use the RRSPs once you've paid down the loan as your down payment. You also will get a massive refund from the government that you can apply towards a loan or you can use towards your down payment as well. So those are other ways to get a down payment using debt. So that's a way to do good debt versus bad debt.
Also, you can use if you already have a house, you can use an equity.
Yeah, absolutely. You can borrow against your home to borrow more houses, which is, again, another thing that Clint and I did, where we wanted to buy a house in Costa Rica. They don't finance in Costa Rica, so our only option was to pay cash. So we refinanced one of the other houses we had so we could turn around and buy the house in Costa Rica. And again, the Costa Rica house makes us an income, and it's going up in value. So that is good debt.
That's right. Yeah, but you have to be honest with yourself when you're trying to figure out, like, yeah, I'm a great saver. We all like to be great savers, but let's put it this way. Some of us, like, I'm actually like very much like Robin. I don't mind debt at all. Like, I can borrow and sit on debt all my life as long as that debt works for me, right? But if you, the person who is like, oh my God, I have $1,000 on my credit card, and you start sweating about it because you're rushing to pay it off, you are not debt payer offer. Just be honest with yourself.
But it's not as scary if you're buying a house like an investment property, you're renting it out, and your tenant's gonna pay your mortgage. So it's all working without you, basically.
Well, and that's actually how I explained it to my mom when she first, because she saw all debt as bad. And I said, well, Mom.
Yeah, because of generation.
Exactly. That's what she was taught. All debt is bad. So I was trying to get her to buy an investment property, and she kept saying no. And I said, okay, well, here's a question for you, Mom. If you went out and got a $400,000 loan, would you let me make the payments for you of that loan? And she, of course, like a good mom, she's like, well, that would be idiotic. Why would you do that? I said, no, I don't want the $400,000. I just want to make the payments on your $400,000 loan for you. And she's like, okay. And I said, and if you invest that $400,000 and you make money, I don't want any of the return that you make on that money, and I don't want any of the money. I just want to make your loan payments for you. And she goes, again, you would be an idiot. And I said, fair enough. But if by investing that money and you were making money, and I don't want any of that, and you used it to purchase a piece of real estate that you weren't using, would you be okay if I lived in there while I made those loan payments for you? And she said, sure, yeah. And I said, well, what do you think renters do? Because that is exactly what renters do. They pay off your mortgage for you and live in houses that you don't need. That is what renters do. They're lovely. I always say I love renters. They pay off a lot of my mortgages.
Yeah. And so same for like, vacation kind of Airbnb properties as well. It's a little bit different management of money, but you're still making that income, right? And it's something you can use like part-time, like you guys go on vacation, you use it, and then like you also rent it and make money.
So it's good for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing that's great about Airbnbs, especially when they're in other hot and tropical climates, is that the government allows you to write off any costs you incur in order to maintain that investment. So it would be fair and reasonable to think, as a homeowner, you would want
airplane tickets.
Yeah, because you would want to go check on your investment and make sure that it's in good standing. And
just responsible thing to do.
It is the responsible homeowner thing to do. And if it takes you a month to deal with all the maintenance issues down there,
Yeah, she keeps saying that she's
You
working.
know, it's in Costa Rica time, right?
Yeah, I'm working here. Yeah, right.
Right. So we talked about the two types: the one that saves, the one that takes the debt to make money, and now the third type. Which one was
The
it?
third type is a person who can save and pay off debt at the
Oh,
same time.
yes.
And if that is you, you're an absolute gold mine. You probably have a ton of money and you have a ton of investments and you're amazing. And it was funny because I actually watched a TikTok the other day and it talked about why most of the richest people in the world have the highest amount of debt. And it's because when you say you're a millionaire or whatever like that, no one actually sits with $1 million in their account. Most people have it invested elsewhere, especially because I think the bank only insures you up to $60,000 in one bank account. So it's obviously invested and leveraged throughout tons of other properties that are making you money because that's what people do. People don't sit with all their money in the bank account. That's not the responsible things to do. It's to take it and make money elsewhere. So if you can pay off debt and you can save, good for you. If you cannot pay off debt and you cannot save, you have a bad relationship with your money. And I think people always laugh when I say relationship with money, but it is true. You have a relationship with your money, and sometimes it's an abusive relationship, and sometimes it's a very friendly relationship, and sometimes it is a horrible enabling relationship that you need to manage.
So basically, for people like this, like we're gonna call them like goal oriented. So if you decide you want to buy a house, but you one of those people who don't have any savings, but you also have like some debt, you can build a business plan. Like because just take it as a job. Like now, like you're not buying your Starbucks, which is like $5 a pop.
Yeah.
Like you're going out once a week instead of like 3 times a week. You're not purchasing any trips or big cars or anything like this. And there is a plan, there is a budgeting plan how you can save the money. And also it's gonna, there is a reward to it.
Absolutely.
Having your own real estate, right? So, but that's manageable. And believe it or not, sometimes like for depends again on what you need, you can save that money within 1 year.
And a lot of times we can actually sit down with you and we can help you build a plan. We've done it for lots of people. And sometimes people will say, well, but my credit bureau, sorry, I keep getting a hair in my face. They'll say that their credit bureau score is too low, which is called your beacon score. And certainly we'll pull it and we'll pull your entire credit bureau. And I've sat with couples and I said, well, here's why your credit score is low. You need to deal with this. You need to move this. You need to get rid of this. You need to take these actions. And we can actually teach you how within a year you can build up your credit score, you can actually pay off your debt, and you can start working towards a down payment on a house. And we'll work with whatever you are, one of the four. And that's okay to be one of the four. Again, people always think that it's wrong if you're not in the box. Don't be in the box. I don't care. We'll teach you how to work with who you are. Make who you are work for you.
Yeah.
This Tipsy Realtor thing, we were getting comments all the time on the cocktails we would make and post. And we said, you know what? We want you to talk to us about real estate. So we made it work for us. We took who we were and we magnified it to make it work. And you can do the same.
Yeah. It doesn't matter when you start. It's more important that you want to start. And it's all possible in any scenario.
Yeah. Clint always says the best time to plant a tree was 30 years ago. And the second best time to plant a tree is today.
There you go. So you guys have questions. If you kind of stuck and not sure what you want to do and how to start, definitely give a call to our team, and one of us will sit down with you. All three of us will sit down with you and share our diverse knowledge but we will help with whatever you guys working. But your goal is to own real estate or invest into real estate, build that portfolio. We can show you how to start small and build big.
And it's completely free, no obligation, nothing.
No. Yeah. I will say this. It was really funny. I saw this again on.
You might have to drink this drink.
But I will say this. I was on Facebook the other day and I was looking at articles. And there was this one article and it was talking about things millennials won't do. And things that will go to the wayside because of millennials. And it says one thing that millennials won't do is buy real estate. But then it said that they would, later on, it talked about what they would invest in. And they said it wouldn't be the stock market, that they would invest in real estate. I said, so how do you not buy real estate and invest in real estate at the same time?
So do they invest but don't buy to live in it? Do they rent?
Who would do that? Who would buy a rental when they're renting their own home?
Well, sometimes if you like the rental is good on your home, it pays both for your rent and their rent. I don't.
But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I just
I
thought it
don't
was a
know.
funny statement because
Yeah.
you can't invest in real estate as a millennial and not buy real
So
estate.
that they
at the same
see
time.
benefit on investing into real estate, just not owning it.
How do you invest in real estate and not own it?
Not living it.
Mm.
No, I don't know any person with
Maybe it's
investment
like a group.
properties.
It's a group thing. Maybe they like own as a group something.
I don't know. It seemed weird.
Mm.
All right, prize time.
Okay. Well, you're drinking out of the prize.
Oh yeah, this will be your prize. There's two of them.
We gotta wash it.
We will wash it and disinfect it and all that other kind of stuff.
So basically, it's a cold cup that stirs the drink itself
Extremely cold cup.
and keeps the drinks cold. And the top of the cup measures an ounce. Once you get to the top, that's an ounce.
And then you put the liquid in and you lift it.
Yep.
And then it drops in. It's awesome.
And it spins itself.
And to get this, you need to follow us like in Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok,
Instagram,
YouTube. Yeah.
So basically, you see Tipsy Realtors, you like, share, tag your friends and family. If you like the cocktail, you like the topic. Also, next week, we are sitting down and we putting together a season 4 cocktail list. And if you want to be published on that list and also be entered into the draw, that special draw.
Sorry, Charlene says it can be a cozy for cans. So you can put your beer cans or your pop cans in here too, and it makes
It has to be a skinny can, I think. Is it like a regular can? I know that like Chloe will fit in there, but
well, we're
A
gonna
red
figure
ball?
out till the next.
well, we're gonna try that next time. But basically, yes, send us your favorite coolest cocktails you have tried. Maybe it's your specialty. Maybe you something had at the restaurant. Send it our way to Robin Moser and Associates Facebook page. You have our phone numbers, our emails. I think the phone number is on the screen, right? Is it? No,
Not yet.
Not yet. But you can text
on there
your
now.
recipe, tell us your name, your recipe, why the cocktail is cool, and then it's going to be published in our season 4, and you're going to be also entered to draw the prize
Absolutely.
for September month.
What we're talking next time?
Next time, we are chit-chatting about the watermelon splash and how to deal with out-of-control gardens. I think maybe we picked the watermelon because it was a vegetable you could grow in your garden, and sometimes it's a berry. A watermelon is a berry.
It's a berry, yeah. Well, anyway, see, this is what happens when you build your schedule in July. By the time the May comes of the next year, you don't remember why you picked it. Well, we'll go with it. Yeah. So we'll talk about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Have a great week.
Yeah.
It's smoky out there.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Yeah. And feel free to contact us. We're still seeing a very active market with very low inventory.
Absolutely. And if you are thinking of looking at buying or selling real estate, please feel free to give us a call. If you have a friend, family member, coworker, anyone else that you know, neighbor, even someone you don't like, have them call us because we will help them buy a house
and be better. So you will like them.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.